Hello, welcome to 10 Minutes with Tanya. I'm Tanya, and this English Coach 3TS. I'm sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. This is my first live on my YouTube channel, and you may have heard me go live over on Instagram. On Instagram, I've been going live regularly for a couple of years, but more recently, I have been doing a series of live videos called 10 Minutes with Tanya. I'm getting ready to change the name of that just a little bit, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I decided to start a similar series here on YouTube to give you the chance to have listening exercises, but also a time when you can ask questions or participate in the live. Everyone who has been on the lives over on Instagram loves this live series. And so I decided to do that over here. So a little bit about how I'm changing the name. I started by calling it 10 Minutes with Tanya, but I found that 10 minutes goes really quickly. And so I've decided to change the name to 10 to 20 with Tanya. So I'm taking the word minutes out and I'm just calling it 10 to 20 with Tanya. And in these live videos, I will do all kinds of different things. I will have topics and talk about a topic where you can participate. Sometimes I like to give a quiz, and then you can take the quiz right along with me. Or if you're listening to the recorded version, you can do that as well. Today is a question and answer video. So if you have questions about English, questions about English Coach 3TS, or questions about the United States where I live here, welcome everyone, then you have the opportunity to ask questions and I will answer those to the best of my knowledge. So that today is the question and answer. And then the other thing is sometimes I have guests come on the live. So those are kind of the topics that I do. I also take suggestions. And today, if we don't have any questions, like I said, we're going to do some pronunciation. Pronunciation is, of course, important. Mostly it's important that you be understood. And one good way to do that is to work on some pronunciation. So if you're listening live and you have a word that you would like me to pronounce for you, go ahead and put that word in the chat box and I will pronounce that for you. Or if you have a question that you'd like to ask, you can go ahead and ask that too. So can you hear me okay? Is the sound okay? If you're able to hear me okay, let me know in the chat box. This is just a little different than it is over on Instagram. So I'm not exactly sure how this works. I'm going to see if I can. I'm just going to continue and see how it goes. Okay. So for pronunciation, I have a stack of folders here, which are notes that I've used with students, and different words that have been that they would like to have pronounced. So I'm going to see, I don't know what happened to the chat box here. Let me see. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pronounce these words for you. So the first one is couch. Couch is like a sofa. We typically have a couch or a sofa in our living room, but sometimes the word couch is mispronounced and it said something like coach, which is completely different. A coach is someone who is the leader of a team. Like you might have a coach on you do have a coach on a football team. And more recently, there has been, pardon me, a new profession of coaching, like English coach, the name of our channel here. Someone who is similar to a teacher. I am both a licensed coach and I am also a certified teacher. But a coach in and of itself is someone who helps you to meet your goals, helps you to see what things are blocking you. So it's a great combination with a teacher. But back to the pronunciation, the couch is what you have in your living room. The coach is the person who heads the team. So let's see some other pronunciation words that we have here. Oh, this is a good one. Contribute. Sometimes I hear this word contribute. To contribute is to give something to a situation or an organization. So you could say, for instance, I like to contribute to charitable organizations. I like to contribute my time. Sometimes people will contribute money to an organization that needs help. Maybe it's an organization that helps animals or children or the environment. So be sure you say the word contribute. Okay, another pronunciation word. These are all difficult. Could, would, should. So I could do that if I wanted to. I would do that if I had more time. I should do that, but I'm not able to do that. So would, should, and could. All right, another really common word that sometimes is difficult to pronounce is the word bought. It's the past tense of to buy. So if I want to buy these pens, that's present tense. Or if I want to talk about the time when I bought them in the past, I bought these pens from Amazon. So it's confusing because of the way that it's spelled, but we say bought. Okay, let's look for another word that is commonly mispronounced, or people like to know how it's pronounced. Maybe it's a new word for you. Oh, this one is probably not new for you. The word is animal. This is a common word, a word that we learn early on in our English learning journey, but I often hear people say animal, and it's not a E sound, it's a I sound. Animal, animal. And that short I sound, especially for different native languages, can be tricky. So you can use tongue twisters. There's all kinds of ways to work on that short I, but I recommend you just find some words that have that short I and repeat them so that you're creating a new pathway in your brain so that your brain will remember to say the short I sound. So something like big, instead of big, you want to say big, or different instead of different. Or what's another common one? Big, different, sit instead of seat. That's one where it's two different words. So you have to be careful the way you're saying that one. The other ones, we can understand what you're saying. So you just want to work on saying them correctly so you'll be even more easily understood. Okay. If there are no other questions, or if there are no other words that you would like me to pronounce, I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of the different content we have for you. So if you're here on YouTube, you've probably seen some of our playlists. We have listening exercise, vocabulary lessons, lots of phrasal verbs and idioms. We also have all kinds of different information over on Instagram. There's only a small overlap between Instagram and Facebook. Pardon me, Instagram and YouTube. Sorry about that. And when I say a small overlap, I mean there's only a few things, very few things, that are the same on Instagram and on YouTube. So you want to go over to the other one, if you haven't already, so here on YouTube, you want to go over to Instagram by the same name, English Coach 3TS, and find us over there. We have a lot of vocabulary lessons over there. And if you go to our IGTV, you can see more listening exercises. And if you follow us there, we occasionally have times where you can come on and talk to us live as well. So thank you for joining me here. I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to talk with you more on our 10 Minutes with Tanya, 10 to 20 with Tanya, and I will talk to you then. Have a great one.